from here in this long cubby, I'll start with some flashes. And the best one is aiming right about here, between the top of this S and this thing up here, that corner, somewhere around here. More important is the left and right aim. I can't be aiming in the middle of this bar. I'm going to be like slightly to the right of the middle, like no further left than that. But if I aim there, shift walk forward a little bit, jump throw, it's going to pop over top of that balcony there, and I can peek that pretty much any way I want, as long as I'm staying pretty close to this wall here. I mean, I can push up on it if I want. I can push up here. That all works. So anybody you could be watching me as I come tight to that wall, they'd be flashed. But not me. Okay, from back here, I can aim right about here. Right at the middle of this S, this little mark right here. You can either aim right on it, on the left side, or above it on the left side. Anywhere around there is good. Jump throw, and I can peek this wide like this. Or just use it to escape all the way over here to arch. That's not a terrible idea. Flashes most everybody looking at me except for back here on this wall. And from back here, I can aim right about here. Just below this that first darkest brick right there, and then there's this little straight part right there. I just aim right at the end of that. Right about there is good. And jump throw. Let that pop above and behind me, and I could do the same kind of thing from this corner here, aiming right about here, and mouse 2 jump throw. Same kind of thing, really. If you guys are pushed up on me, they'd be flashed, at least to here. And it also flashes a bunch of the other stuff. Not everything, but a lot of it. And to keep it really simple, I can aim just somewhere around here, or up here for a wider version, and just mouse to it right to the ground and peek pretty tight to the wall here, have that pop right below my feet. Doesn't really flash me too bad, or the wider one. This is probably better for most scenarios, because it's going to flash more stuff looking at me, especially back this direction. You know, just maybe it's slightly not as good for like a couple spots here, but generally that one's going to be much better. Okay, for mollies and nades, I'll start with molly and nade and smoke long. I don't know if you need to smoke long, but if you do, molly right there, nade right about there, smoke right about there. Molly, nade. That's about the placement I'm looking for there. Nice and quick. And the smoke, so I just want to get that down real quick to block that off. That works just fine. And I can do all that same stuff from here as well. From this corner, just for the molly, I'm crouching and aiming no higher than that. For the nade, I'm aiming somewhere about here, anywhere in that range. So jump throw for the molly, regular throw for the nade. And it's about the same. Just a different way to do that stuff. I can also throw the smoke as well if I need to. I just aim right there. And that works just fine. Same kind of throw. Okay, to attack the ramp, step over here and just aim past the corner here so I don't bounce off that. Just aim there, run forward, bounce it off the wall, and send it towards the ramp. That's what I'm looking to do there. You can do a real simple smoke for ramp by coming here and aiming right here. Just on this side of whatever that mark is there. Just come in here, aim there, jump throw. So I get this funny little bounce off that part of the roof. And it sticks it in that choke point there. It's not like the perfect placement, but it is nice and simple and can do the job. If I want better placement, I can come over here, aim to the right of this rafter, and just run forward and bounce it around off the walls. And that'll stick it in a little better spot there. I guess that ain't that much better. I didn't throw it perfectly. But, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. This one's perfect. Close enough. And, well, I can also attack short, or just try to molly it off. See this little dot here next to the wood? Just aiming to the left of that, maybe above it is good too. Just quickly line up like that, run forward, bounce it off this thing, and try to block this off. A lot of times it spreads in there too, which is nice. But another way to do that is just come over here and aim for the nade at the top of the ramp. We'll aim below the flower and above the flower for the molly. About that height. So molly, block off short, nade. So I can do that without exposing myself. That way, that works too. And if I'm smoked off, I can do the same thing because I can come here and just aim at the flower. Above it for the molly, below it for the nade. Yeah, that's good enough.